Welcome back to another game. We won our last one. Let's see if we can keep some momentum going. We're sticking with the modern. Knight here we play d5. Knight here we play d6. Most people don't have anything prepared against the modern, do they? Say. That's why I still like it. We play d6 here. On the two knights, probably get our bishop out. 3 pawn, is it c5 here? Don't know, but we'll play it. I don't think the engine thinks this is one of the better moves, but I think in the database it scores pretty well from memory. And the immediate c5 idea being if you take, so this often queen a5 is like this in combination with queen a5. It's quite thematic, and I just really want to open up this diagonal here. I think taking is fine. Like I can, yeah. Now what's the move? Maybe bishop here. Maybe knight a6. I think this is good. Okay, here, do I need to be worried about takes? Essentially, so maybe we do play queen a6, knight a6 to kind of have a take back option, and then maybe bishop comes here. Or maybe we just take and develop our knight. Let's go for that. I'm happy them taking with the knight, and then we can develop out here. I mean, again, we could still plop our knight onto c5. We could put our knight on f6. Maybe we start with knight f6. I don't know, like this. I think this is the way to go. Probably taking too long already on move 6. I think everything's kind of playable. Bishop e2 is a bit passive, isn't it? So this bishop's not got many great squares. Yeah, so the question is, do we play knight c3 to challenge this knight? Probably then have bishop coming here. Or do we path it so that it ends up on c5? I suppose when it gets to c5 though, we might run into this. Here. Yeah, no, not immediately. So here, they'll have to do something about this pawn. So maybe they put the bishop here. Or we plop it up onto e5, but that runs into f4 ideas. I kind of like knight a6. Let's go with that and see what we run into. Again, I'm just taking too long to play these moves. You probably just pick a plan and go with it. Find simple squares for my pieces, like castling is a bit of a bank. I need to just work out what I'm going to do with my light squared bishop. It's probably just bishop d7, isn't it? Nothing too exciting. So I think next move we'll just kind of castle. Or maybe we'll flick in knight c5. So knight c5 here, or bishop here, a5. does give up the b5 square. Now you're either playing, something's coming to f3, I would strongly suspect. Maybe we'll have queen b6 in some lines, putting some pressure down here on the b2 pawn. Maybe then it just helps them do this though. Yeah, like I said, I'm a bit worried about this. a5 does kind of halt it, but it just creates a lot of weak squares in my position, doesn't it? Like both of these squares then become quite weak if I ever play a5. So I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, so maybe on b4 we're coming here, trading to get a piece towards the centre. Some pressure here, maybe bring our rook over. We shall see. Or maybe we need to play b6 and bishop on b7. I think I just need to castle next. So yeah, they're probably weighing up whether they want to play f3 or bishop f3. Both have kind of downsides, so this now stops your f pawn from advancing. So I'm just going to castle here. Probably play rook e1, or rook e8, sorry. Maybe got this idea of queen b6. And maybe the knight. Okay, so we'll go here. Speed up. Maybe that was too fast. Because maybe this path was actually strong. If I get there, then the bishop. Okay, so this then gives me a free discovery. So it takes, knight here, back, takes. Doesn't quite work. Here, knight goes back. Is this? Yeah, maybe this coming here is quite strong. Here, or just take and kind of keep it in my pocket for when I need it. Put my bishop here. Queen here, knight here takes. No, queen here takes, this here takes. This pawn is also weak, so we could also play this. Yeah, this is just annoying in every line, isn't it? Could we? Oh, maybe knight g5. Knight g5 might have been useful to get rid of this bishop. If you move it back, then I pick up the pawn. And if you leave it there, I'll just snap it off. Yeah, maybe knight e5 was the move. Maybe bishop d7. I feel like there'll be some tactics arising in this position soon. One of these knights might jump here. And then I get this pawn. Yeah, so that's the threat, isn't it? No, you can't do that because I take. Need to be mindful of any pawn pushes in the future, but I think we're okay for now. I think this is the main idea that they want to try and get in and make work. Maybe this is the move. I think this is likely, so I'll pre-move this. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm also, yeah, because the other thing is if I end up taking there and the queen comes down here, I do get the discovery on this line, but it might also work the other way as well, that it could work this way. Like if I move the knight and they've got queen and bishop, the queen can just take on g7 with mate. So I need to be potentially careful in some of that. So what was I thinking? I was thinking just taking here. And if you go this way, in here, I think I can get away with just taking. If you come back, I take the knight. So your knight's on pre, and if you take, I can take. I'm going to take here. I'm going to take back with the queen. Try and keep some time on the board. Obviously, need to be careful. Yeah, why don't I not see this? It's annoying. So I can take here, attack the bishop. Even if this falls, I'm still up. We're still level. So it can take. Then what queen takes. I can take here. The bishop's still on pre. Again, lots of interesting combinations of stuff happening here. The knight's way out is via this square, which I'd be quite happy to like trade stuff. I'm just a bit worried that my dark squares, like this bishop. Okay, so it takes there, so it's really probably one of these two. So it takes here, preserves the pawn. Here preserves that pawn. So we'd like to see this. Sorry, there takes. You probably insert this, takes. There takes. Probably, yeah, like I say, insert this. Oh, why can't I follow? And then pawn takes, attacking my queen here. And I would play like this, and I'm up a pawn there, or maybe I'd come back. No, I think I'd go there. But then they get this, or I take here, keep the pressure on the bishop. Then takes. Here drops the bishop. So here they're still attacking your bishop, so you. Or maybe you'd exchange off and then take here. Feels risky, like this. So you need to maintain contact with the knight. Feels risky. Maybe queen takes is your safest. Well, you can take the bishop, you probably take the bishop, wouldn't you? And then we're up a pawn, which is probably kind of this d pawn. That's one I was hoping, yeah. I don't know, was that the right move? Well, let's not analyse it now. So if this takes, we will take with a rook. We could get rook takes, this takes. This threatening, this kind of stuff is annoying. Maybe we'd come. I suppose we also got some eyes on this. Not really, because there's takes, queen here, and then pick up with one of these pieces. Okay. We're up a pawn. Running out of time a bit. So if takes, I don't know if it matters which rook I'd go with. I think I'd go with the F rook. Slightly weak. Do I want a slightly weakened F7 pawn or slightly weakened A7 pawn? I think the A7 one's a bit easy for them to get after, so I'll probably take with my F rook. So you just need to be a bit careful of like bishop coming down here. So obviously the knight covers it, but you can eliminate it, and I was thinking I'd have to take that with the bishop, but I don't, do I? If this take, I can take with the queen. So this does not, it attacks the rook, but it doesn't force it off the board. Okay. So take with the queen. Take with the queen or take with the bishop. I think taking with the queen makes most sense. Queen takes. Takes. Queen here. Here. Queen here. I don't really want to play that. Takes. Takes. Here, attacking this pawn. I think it's got to be that, isn't it? And it's got to be that. So maybe I take with the bishop. Doesn't feel right, does it? It does maintain. So take with the bishop, you might escape this, or maybe come this way anyway with tempo. If I go here, then threatening to come in here. So I think we take with the queen and then work it out. Yeah, so now I might choose to keep the knight on the board. Yeah, to come in here. That'd be a move. I was thinking queen e5. Or maybe queen d4. Not a big fan of that because we get takes, knight here, there, and then there. Attacking all of my things. So queen here. Do we get the same kind of line? Here, then here. What about this? Here, then you take here. Right here. Yeah, maybe I can't really stop it, so let's just get a bit more active. Maybe this pawn just goes. But you know, I've got the bishop pair. Maybe we can get like this rook stuck. Not super. Yeah, is that really where my bishop wants to be though? There. Yeah, so I think I inadvertently blocked knight b5. This like this. See, this. This. takes. Takes. So maybe this. Only got 3 minutes left. I need to keep some more time on my clock. So ideally now I would have my bishop sit. A bishop sit here on c6 kind of locks down this structure, and this bishop would sit on e5, and that kind of locks down a lot of the structure. My king would move over to g8 probably. Well, maybe it's good there. Yeah, it's nice, a bit of a pain. Maybe we, yeah, but I suppose even if it's there, we've got the option of then eliminating it. Okay. This. My queen getting trapped, maybe. Oh, I saw some kind of line of like takes, queen coming here. Rook over. Or something with like a bishop coming here, blocking the... It doesn't quite work. Taking this and cutting off the circulation to the 2 rooks, but it doesn't quite work because they're on these files, not just all in the same one. Yeah, so now I can try and play this. I think I would go into something like this. Also, there's back rank potential in some of these lines. And the fact my queen hits a1 could be useful if you know, I've given up this infiltration. Yes, like so. So now like takes here. We can just take. This. It's a really awkward backwards A pawn. This. Not playable. Let's start with it. This bishop's also kind of out of the game, which is nice. Yeah, it's annoying if I take there to lure the rook out, that he's got both a rook, a bishop, and a queen all covering the same square. It's annoying. I think maybe, move the queen. Not quite in position to do it, am I? Takes. Here. Maybe queen takes the sorry, queen takes, and then here check. Rook goes back. This comes here, takes, then you're there. And we have a position. That feels too passive. Like this. Takes. Feels like there's something there, but I haven't calculated this properly. We're just here off the rip. Need more time. Rook here. I'm hoping at some point I'm going to get a back rank for it. So here takes rook here, and then okay, we go here, then here. Okay, can I play this? Yeah, kind of. I can play this, right? Takes. If you go there, I win. You take there. Yeah. I can go here. I think I can play this. Alright, I thought you can just take the bishop. I don't get the rook, but thankfully I've got bishop takes knight. Totally missed. Maybe that's good. Yeah. That is lucky. So now I've got a totally passed B pawn, now I can just run up the board. And there might, like if the rook moves to say like e7, I've also then got rook c1 check, takes. Which feels good, and then free to just march up the board. Okay, they're also running low on time now, which is nice. We're both sub 30, amazing. So yeah, takes, and if you take the bishop, so here, take the knight. Maybe? I don't know. Now I can exchange here, and then this guy goes. Okay, nice. I need to get my king going. Straight out this way, probably. Try and build up a bit of a time buffer. Sit that here, play b6, everything's calm. I was like, ooh, I walked into a mating net. Now here, and I think I'm picking up a pawn here. Am I not? All your pawns are on dark squares. Am I picking up lots of pawns here? Oh my gosh, I nearly got mated. I only move. But this. So I think like bishop h2 is being played next regardless. And I'm quick enough to go there and back again. So like if the king comes here, I can take, king comes here, I'm there. And that stops all your entry points. Take, push, I'm here, I'm picking up here. Okay, now I come this way. I think makes the most sense. Still on this pawn. Gonna be pushing here. Well, this gives me 2 pawns for it. And that should just be unstoppable, shouldn't it? Let's go. Let's go. We're back. Couple of wins. Let's go. D6. So what's this? What is this called? Often it comes from like d4, c4. So here, engine likes bishop g4. What about c5? It does quite well in the database, doesn't it? Okay, fine. Just get your bishop out. Here, knight out. Just get your bishop out whilst you can. Queen a5 is interesting. Takes. It does like knight out. That can't be bad. Okay, this is +1. play bishop here because at the end of the line bishop takes the knight there. Interesting. Yeah, I looked at this. This is now said it's slightly favourable for me. Now slightly favourable for them. Queen takes is correct. And I kind of suffered here for a little while. And yeah, I just had to use the fact that back rank is an issue. Is rook c8 the only... No, it's not the only move that gives me advantage, but it's the best move. Chop the knight off. Yeah, I think it might have been better. I don't think it really matters, does it? Simplify down to a pawn up endgame. It is opposite colour bishop, so... Yeah, this pawn complex is no good. In with the king. So this is only minus 0.2. I pick up a second pawn here though, no? You go back, I go here. Ah, you go here and trap my bishop. Interesting. Interesting. So yeah, so pushing there is... Why is this only minus 1.4? This is totally crushing. And 2 pawns up on either side of the board. Is that just really the power of opposite squared bishops? And then after this it's lost. Yeah, I can just trade this way. Interesting. Yeah, so opposite colour bishop's really hard to rush.